Today we're making a one-pan sausage and gnocchi skillet. Simple, comforting, and exactly the kind of dinner you make when you want real food without a sink full of dishes. I'm Anya with Prepare and Nourish, and welcome to my channel where I share nourishing traditional food for everyday life. And this recipe is a perfect example of that. Everything cooks in one pan, which means big flavor with very little cleanup. You've got savory sausage, pillowy gnocchi, and a few everyday ingredients that come together into something satisfying and weeknight friendly. This is the kind of meal I come back to when time is short, but I still want something warm, filling, and made from scratch. We'll start by browning the sausage. I'm using regular Italian sausage that I picked up from my local farm, and I like to cook it in a dry skillet to let the fat render out. While that's browning, I'll start prepping the rest of the ingredients. Usually I use a shallot for this recipe, but I was out and had half a yellow onion in the fridge. In the interest of not wasting food, that's what I used. But if you're shopping for groceries, make sure to add a shallot or two to your list. They have a delicate, slightly sweet flavor that's perfect for sautéing and gives a nice depth to sauces. In addition to shallots or onions, we'll dice a few cloves of garlic and let them sit for a bit. Anytime I'm cooking with garlic, I like to mince it and let it rest for 5 to 10 minutes before adding it to the pan. This allows allicin to form. Allicin, spelled with a C, is a sulfur compound responsible for some of garlic's health benefits, including antimicrobial and antioxidant properties. Letting it rest like this ensures these compounds develop before the garlic hits the heat, giving you both maximum flavor and nutrition. Once the sausage is browned and cooked through, remove it from the pan and set it aside. If your sausage is a little lean like mine, which pasture-raised pigs tend to produce leaner pork, your pan might have a few browned bits left behind, and that's totally normal. Those bits are full of flavor, so we'll deglaze the pan with a little broth and scrape them up. Then add butter if needed. If your sausage left plenty of rendered fat, there's no need for extra, but we do need some fat to properly caramelize the onions. When cooking onions, reduce the heat to medium-low so they slowly develop that sweetness. Then add the garlic and cook just until fragrant. Be careful not to burn it, as garlic doesn't need that long to cook. After that, we'll add the cherry tomatoes and cook on low until blistered. I also like to add thyme leaves at this point. Fresh thyme is best, but dried works just as well. Add about half a cup of dry white wine or broth and let it simmer for a few minutes. I love cooking with wine because it adds so much flavor, but broth is always a great substitute. Don't worry, the alcohol cooks off completely during simmering. Next, add the rest of the broth. I happened to make a pot of broth earlier today, so I just scooped some up from the pot directly. You want to bring it to a gentle simmer because you want it hot enough to cook the gnocchi, which, like any pasta, needs liquid to cook through. I picked up these organic gnocchi from Costco with very clean ingredients, and I'm using 14 ounces here. If your package is slightly larger or smaller, you may want to adjust the broth a little to make sure the sauce isn't too thin or too thick. Cook and simmer just until the gnocchi is tender and the sauce has thickened. At this point, add your cream and return the sausage back to the skillet, keeping the heat low so the meat doesn't overcook and the cream doesn't curdle. Next, stir in the grated Parmesan cheese to combine everything. Let it simmer just a few more minutes before adding the last ingredient, baby spinach. Just a few handfuls of spinach and let it wilt down, and it will really wilt down to almost nothing. And for garnish, I like fresh basil or parsley. Usually whatever I have growing in the garden works. Basil in the summer and parsley in the winter. Top with a little extra Parmesan, and there you have it, a one-pan sausage gnocchi meal. If you enjoyed this recipe, make sure to subscribe because I've got plenty more videos coming, and let me know in the comments what you'd like me to make next. Eat well, be nourished, and I'll see you in the next one.